Alright, Sixers win game 2. Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as always, and comment your thoughts down below. This game was pretty ugly, especially in the first half. The first half was really bad, and the first half I was thinking, oh, the Nets might steal this one and tie the series, but thankfully, second half, they really picked up the energy and they really just dominated the second half. I mean, the Nets scored only 14 points in that third quarter, and then the Sixers just kind of did their thing the rest of the way and ended up winning by double-digit points. And you could really see that Jack Vaughn's complaining about the refs after the first game really did something this game, because there was a lot of calls that went against the Sixers and a lot of just no calls on the Sixers, and the Nets were getting more calls. You could see that the referees were really trying to help the Nets out in this game. It was kind of obvious at some points, but what's really crazy is James Harden still has yet to attempt a free throw in this series, which is wild because, I mean, in the first game he had 20 plus points and 13 assists. He didn't take a single free throw. And then in this game he really struggled and he didn't get a single free throw either. But there was a few drives to this game where he definitely got fouled and the refs just refused to call it. I remember one specific play. I don't remember the Nets player who did it, but James Harden drove right into the basket and his arms got slapped and he lost the ball and the refs didn't call it and he was really mad about it. But yeah, the refs have just been hating James Harden so far these first two games. But James Harden had a pretty bad game overall. He had 8 points and 7 assists and a bunch of turnovers. Embiid had a weird game, and he had a bad Joel Embiid game, but still a really good game overall. He finished the game with 20 points, 19 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 7 assists. He did have 8 turnovers, but the last 2 were during the last 30 seconds where he was trying to hold the ball just to let the game end, because the Sixers were up by double digits and the Nets players just kept swarming him even though they had no chance of winning. But still, if you don't count those 2, he still had 6 other turnovers, which is not good. A lot of those came in the first half when the Sixers in general were just playing really sloppy, missing shots, turning the ball over. That second half they really tightened everything up in that second half, and they were a lot better. And when they are playing the way they are in the second half and how they played in game 1, they can beat anyone. And once again, Doc Rivers, he had a good coaching game. He did good with his lineups. He made some good adjustments. Last game, Mikal Bridges went off in the first half and then was really cold, really cooled off in the second half. This game, Cam Johnson went off in the first half. It was, I think, identical points, 22 points they both had in the first half, between last game and this game. Or Cam Johnson might have 23, but the second half, he only scored, 8 points. So, once again, just, those adjustments and just not letting the players just keep being hot, those have really stood out to me. Tobias Harris stepped up. He's been really good these last 2 games. Efficient, 20 points both games. Crashing the offensive glass. I think he finished with 20 points and 12 rebounds. Few offensive boards, which was huge. Tyrese Maxey was huge. He scored 33 points, hit 6 threes. Tyrese Maxey is so good. And he's the X factor in every series along with Tobias Harris. Those 2 are the X factors for me. And as long as they step up and Embiid can dominate or Harden can dominate, as long as everybody just shows up and does what they're supposed to, Sixers can really beat anyone. But I'm excited to see what happens in Game 3. That'll be on the Nets' home floor. Hopefully the Sixers can end this in a sweep. I'm really thinking they probably will after this game, especially with how much the Nets dominated in the first half and how bad the Sixers played, and they still won by double digits. But hopefully this ends with a Sixers sweep. If it goes to 5 games, it'll be a nice gentleman's sweep, but I really want the Sixers just to get it done. That way they can rest and get ready for Boston in round 2. That's all I gotta say, though. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace.